Hi students, welcome to today's session. Today I'm not going to teach you anything, but I'm just going to share with you what I just got to know yesterday when I attended a session for teachers to learn about the new format for SPM Biology, which are going to be tested next year. That is the KSSM syllabus. Okay, I would like, are there any teachers in our audience here? Let me just look at the comments. If there are teachers here, please, maybe you would like to type in your name and also where you're from. Okay. Today, I think we have quite a range of audience. I have my Form 4 students from my school, SMJK Ave Maria Convent, Ipoh. And I've also invited my Form 3 students who will be taking the biology next year, who are interested to take science stream, to let them have an idea of what they are going to get what's the format of the paper next year. Okay, Tejiayi, hi. Hello, Tejiayi, good morning. Yeah, good evening. Okay, Salina, hi, Salina, Cikgu Salina. Yeah, good evening. All right, okay. Maybe we will just wait for about a few more minutes to have more teachers or students come in. So if you are from a different school or a different state, maybe you would like to let us know where you're from. I assume, okay, some of you are teachers and most of them are students. All right, okay. Actually, there's not a big change compared to last year, but paper 1 and paper 2, the changes are very minor. But when it comes to paper 3, all right, it's a totally different thing. So I will concentrate a bit more time, okay, perhaps to let you know more about the paper 3. And at the end of the session, I have a video to show you how paper 3 will be actually conducted, okay, which I think is very helpful so that you will have an idea how it's going to actually be carried out on the day itself. Okay, I will go through the session will not last very long. I think at most 1 hour, depending on whether there are questions. So if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to just type in the comment box. Now, I may take a little bit of time to actually read your comments because I'll be explaining, but rest assured that I will go through your questions. And there's some kind of delay, okay? When I'm speaking here in the studio here, it will take about 15 seconds for the message to be transmitted to YouTube Live. So you may not get an immediate response from me for your questions, but it will be a bit delayed for about 10 to 15 seconds. Okay, so I think perhaps I would like to wait for about a few more minutes, okay? In the meantime, maybe I'll just check my phone in a while, okay? Okay, please do get your friends to come in if they are not in yet, okay? Hai Cikgu Fanida. Hai Cikgu, boleh tumpang tengah, tak masalah. Budak-budak boleh masuk, apatah Cikgu. Cikgu pun mestilah boleh masuk. Okay. Alright. Okay, I think I will start. Okay, sebab afterwards, cikgu-cikgu semua ataupun murid-murid, you can see the recording. Okay, semua ni akan automatic akan masuk dalam YouTube channel saya. Jadi nanti bolehlah dengar balik ataupun apa-apa bahagian yang dah miss, anda boleh lihat semula. Okay, hi Ziwei. Okay, right. Okay, let's get started. Alright, I'm going to share screen. Please let me know if you can see this. Alright, please type boleh lihat ataupun say yes. Alright, let me just share screen. Alright, might be a bit of problem application window. Alright, now if it doesn't work, I will have to try again. Sometimes it doesn't work. I do not know why. Okay. Maybe I'll take some time to get some teachers to come in. All right. Oh, wait. It just disappeared. Okay, I think I will share the entire screen. All right, I'll share the entire screen so that it's easier for you. All right, I'm going to look at this. Okay, are you able to see this? Hang on. Okay, are you able to see this? Please type on the chat box there if you can see this. Okay, yes. All right, I have a response here. All right, Ziwei says yes. Okay, now, first of all, okay, there are 3 papers to biology paper next in SPM 2021. So, as usual, paper 1 is kertas 1. The code for the paper is 4551, okay, stroke 1. So, it's origin objective. All right, the number of questions I will explain to you later. Okay, kertas 2, code is 4551 4551 stroke 2, ujian subjektif. Okay, dan kertas 3 adalah kertas amali. Okay, so kertas amali telah diberi nama baru ataupun branding diberi nama instrumen bersepadu amali sains ataupun BAS for short. Okay, BAS stands for bersepadu amali sains. Okay, so we will go through one by one. All right, maybe I can make this a little bit bigger. All right, okay, next. Now, please stop me if there are any questions. Please do feel free to ask. All right. Let me check if I have any questions. It's very difficult to see here. All right. Okay. All right. Let me go on. All right. Format pentaksiran kertas 1. Let me start with kertas 1. Kertas 1 ialah soalan berbentuk objektif. Okay. Ujian bertulis. Jenis item adalah aneka pilihan sama ada A, B, C dan D ataupun A, B dan C saja. Bermaksud pada tahun ini tidak semestinya setiap soalan ada 4 pilihan jawapan. Alright, so it can be pilihan A, B or C only, or it can be A, B, C or D. Okay, depends on the question. So it doesn't have to be all questions have 4 pilihan. Okay, lagi satu ialah aneka gabungan. Aneka bergabung ini bermaksud ialah 1 dan 2, 1 dan 3, 2 dan 3, 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4, that kind of options. Okay, so all the questions here, right, are these 2 types only. That means aneka pilihan is only 1 answer, and aneka gabungan, it is more than 1 answer, combination of answers. All right, okay. And the number, the marks here is actually 40 marks for paper 1. Right, 40 marks for paper 1 and 40 questions. Jadi 1 soalan, 1 markah. Alright, okay. Now, bagaimana cara soalan jawapan diberi? Okay, anda perlu tulis dalam kertas OMR. Okay, cara menghitamkan pada borang OMR akan ditanda oleh komputer. Jadi pastikan anda menggunakan pensel 2B lah yang tidak terlalu tajam, okay, supaya tidak merosakkan kertas OMR tu. Alright, dan juga mestilah bawa pemadam ya, in case you do make a mistake. Okay, tempoh ujian adalah 1 jam 15 minit. Okay, jadi anda boleh puratakanlah lebih kurang berapa minit untuk 1 soalan. Alright, okay, so this is nothing much. Nah, untuk silibus yang lama, maksudnya KBSM yang tingkatan 5 sekarang tahun ini akan ambil SPM bulan depan, okay, bulan Februari. Kertas soalan mereka adalah 50 objektif, okay. So mereka lebih 10. Sekarang telah dikurangkan menjadi 40. Okey, apa rasionalnya? Okey, masa masih sama 1 jam 15 minit untuk your senior this year in Form 5, they're having 50 questions for paper 1, but you will be having 40 questions for paper 1. Okay, kenapa rasionalnya tapi masa masih sama, tidak dikurangkan? Okay, rasionalnya adalah sebab soalan-soalan ni akan merangkumi lebih banyak soalan kehebat. Okay, kemahiran berfikir aras tinggi. Jadi soalan ni mungkin memerlukan lebih banyak masa untuk menjawab. Jadi masa itu akan tidak dikurangkan walaupun soalan telah dikurangkan. Okay, so I hope I made myself quite clear. Alright, if no problems, so we can carry on. Okay, carry on for the next part. Okay, this is explanation. This is explanation of paper 1. Alright, wajaran construct. Wajaran construct means like how many percentage of the questions are of what type? What type of questions? Okay, so altogether you know there are 40 questions, right? 40 soalan. Jadi di sini daripada 40 soalan, okay, lebih kurang 15 soalan adalah dari jenis mengingat. Okay, now mengingat here is one of the we call it the lower levels of thinking skill. Because mengingat maksudnya kita ingat sesuatu fakta secara bulat-bulat sahaja. Okay, kita ingatlah contohnya, okay, apakah khasiat, apakah mineral yang diperlukan untuk mengelakkan anemia ataupun untuk mencegah penyakit anemia. Okay, then you just need to know mengingat it is ferrum ataupun iron. Okay, so itu mengingat sahaja. Anda bulat-bulat mengingatkan fakta sahaja. Jadi itu tidak dikira sebagai satu kemahiran aras tinggi. So it's called a lower order thinking skill, alright? But you have about 15, which is quite a bit lah, alright? And then memahami adalah satu peningkatan lebih tinggi sedikit. Anda perlu faham, Anda perlu understand the concept. Okay, then only you can answer the question. So mengingat is just remembering the facts. Memahami is understanding. You need to know the facts and you need to understand how it works. So it's a little bit higher. Okay, so we will see a hierarchy here. Nanti saya akan tunjukkan satu carta, alright, yang dipanggil, last time kita guna sebagai taxonomy Bloom. Okay, semua cikgu akan tahu benda inilah. Okay, students, you may not know this, but it's not important for you. You just need to answer the question, alright? It doesn't matter what kind of question comes out. All you need to know is to answer it correctly. But for teachers, kalau kita perlu merangka soalan yang betul-betul sah dan juga boleh membantu calon, kita tak boleh merangka banyak soalan yang terlalu susah dan juga kita tidak boleh merangka terlalu banyak soalan yang terlalu mudah. Jadi kita perlu ada satu wajaran. Okay, berapa peratus soalan tu adalah lebih kurang daripada jenis yang rendah, berapa ialah sederhana dan berapa ialah tinggi. Okay, so guru-guru tahulah ini ada satu taksonomi. Dulu kita pakai taksonomi Bloom, okay, yang menggunakan perkataan seperti kefahaman, okay, kefahaman dan juga sintesis dan sebagainya. Tapi kita telah beralih kepada satu lagi taksonomi, kita panggil taksonomi Anderson. Okay, so now we use this already. The lowest is called mengingat, we call remembering. The second one is understanding. Okay, the third one is application. Okay, apakah itu mengaplikasi? Mengaplikasi maksudnya anda perlu mengetahui sesuatu fakta, memahami fakta tersebut dan juga perlu mengaplikasinya dalam situasi tertentu untuk menyelesaikan masalah. Okay, so this is a little bit higher. Okay, a higher order kind of thinking skill. And another one, the higher one is menganalisis. You are given some data, you need to analyze. Alright, maybe you need to and compare and contrast. So that's called analyzing also. Alright, so di sini adalah wajarannya. So kena 15 daripada 40 soalan, 15 lebih kurang mengingat, 15 adalah memahami, 8 mengaplikasi dan 2 adalah menganalisis. Okay, now for students, you don't have to worry about all this. After this, I'll show you some questions, alright, which come under this category. You will have more or less an idea when you see the questions, alright, because now if I just mention to you, you may not know what I'm talking about. But it doesn't matter, okay, like I said, all you need to know is you need to answer the correct question, alright, with the correct answer. For teachers, we have a little bit more difficult job because we have to know this question is difficult or easy, okay? And how many percent must be difficult, how many percent is easy. So it's not easy to make a very good question paper, all right? It takes a lot of effort from the teachers. So please appreciate your teachers, okay? It is not easy for a teacher to actually come up with a paper and you have to do it for every exam, all right? Okay, now, what are the contoh? Okay, contoh I will show you later. Saya akan tunjukkan contoh nanti. Okay, pemarkahan dichotom maksudnya adalah satu atau kosong sahaja. Okay, either betul atau tak, ataupun salah. There's nothing in between. Okay, dichotomy means cabang dua. Yes or no, right? Satu atau kosong. Okay, then cakupan construct. What are the questions? Where is your topic, your focus? This is merangkumi semua yang ada dalam syllabus. Okay, our syllabus is called DSKP lah, right? So DSKP KSSM. So this is the syllabus that teachers have. Every teacher will have, and we have to make sure we complete the syllabus within 2 years. Okay, Form 4 and Form 5. Okay, RST. Okay, ini adalah bermaksud rendah, sederhana dan tinggi. So aras kesukaran. So you have about 50% of the questions are easy, rendah. Okay, that means out of the 40 questions, so 20 will be considered as rendah. Okay, and then sederhana is about 12 questions, 12 markah. And then for tinggi, you have about 8 hard questions. Now we will have to have tinggi because these kind of the questions are going to differentiate those who are high scorers than from those who are average. Okay, it's important so we can know who are the people who get the A's, okay, from the B's, and then from the B's and the C's. So we have different ranges. All right, so this is how I know which are the students which are really the really good students. Okay, and then you can use your calculator, scientific. Okay, boleh bawa masuk ke dalam dewan peperiksaan untuk menjawab soalan. Okay, so that is your kertas 1. Okay, ada apa soalan untuk kertas 1 setakat ini? Okay, so maybe I'll just wait for about maybe half a minute for you to type in if you have any questions. If not, I will proceed to the next part, which is your session, second paper 2. Okay, kertas 2. Right. I think it's quite clear cut, right? Paper 1, a lot of us like to do it. Right? Teachers even like to mark it because it's easy to mark. Okay, we love to mark paper 1. Okay, students also love to practice paper 1. Okay, clear. Alright, okay, Cikgu Fanita, thank you. Terima kasih ya. Okay, right, sekarang saya beralih kepada paper 2. Alright, now paper 2, okay, students please jot down if you need to. Alright, now paper 2, kertas ini adalah juga bertulis. Alright, item adalah ada 3 bahagian. So there are 3 parts. Bahagian A, bahagian B, dan bahagian C. Alright, okay. So, okay, this one has run off. Sorry, because I shifted a little bit. So now the coloring, I mean all this I highlighted. I need to rub this away. Alright, okay. Right. Actually, I wanted to show you the marks there. Okay, never mind, just rub it away. Okay, 3 bahagian. Bahagian A, item berstruktur. Berstruktur means you have usually given with a diagram, all right? And then afterwards you have bahagian A, all right? Namakan bahagian berlabel P dan Q, all right? So these are very easy questions in the beginning. Then you have question B, okay? Berikan sebab, whatever. So all the questions in that question is related to that topic or that question or that diagram, okay? So itu item berstruktur, okay? Ada berapa soalan di sini? Item berstruktur iaitu bahagian A ada 8 soalan. Okay, dulu ada 5 soalan sahaja. Okay, means your seniors, your Form 5 seniors who are taking the exam, alright, 2 months later. They are still using the old syllabus. They call KBSM. Yours is called KSSM. So next time when people say Biologi KSSM means referring to your batch. Okay, you're the first batch who are going to take your SPM in KSSM. Alright, and this is the first batch with this kind of format of paper. Alright, okay, faham ya? Okay, so 8 soalan. Okay, 8 soalan ini ada dia punya markahnya yang tersendiri. Okay, let's look at here. Let's look here first. Okay, saya lihat di sini. Soalan 1 dan 2, 6 markah sahaja. Okay, jadi 6 darab 2 sebab ada 2 soalan. So you have 12 marks here. So it's already fixed. Question 1, question 2, you have 6 marks each. So you have 12, right? Now question 3 and 4, 7 marks. So there will be 14. Question 5 and 6 will be 8 marks each, so 16. Question 7 and 8, soalan 7 dan 8, 9 markah. Darab 2 jadi 18. Okay, ini memberikan jumlah ya. Jumlah di sini adalah 60 markah. Alright, okay. So anda perlu jawab semua soalan. Okay, tiada pilihan. So di sini tiada pilihan langsung ya. Anda mesti menjawab semua soalan. Alright, semua soalan tiada pilihan. Tapi untuk soalan bahagian B, alright, bahagian B, ada pilihan. Okay, nanti kita lihat. Alright, bahagian B ada 2 soalan saja. Okay, 2 soalan saja, 2 questions, but you have to answer one only. Okay, so you can pilih. Alright, so how to pilih? Usually, of course, you write the one you find that you have the most facts. Okay, which you can answer most correctly with the more things you can write about. Things that you know better. Okay, the question you know better. More things to write. So you answer 1 and 20 marks. Alright, okay. Maksudnya ada satu pilihan lah di sini. Anda boleh menjawab salah satu daripada 2. Okay, untuk ini tiada helaian tambahan diberi ya. Okay, so sebab dulu ada diberitahu ada 2 masalah keciciran kertas. So last time what we did was these questions there's no space to write the answer. Okay, the calon kena tulis atas helaian loose paper. Alright, lepas itu tambahkan dan ikat. Okay, they have to tie the paper together with the booklet and then hand in the answer. Okay, but now this time there will be lines. Okay, there are lines in the booklet, so you write in the booklet itself. There's no extra paper given, and they assume that I think they have prepared how many pieces of how many pages, so there should be enough pages for you to finish answering the question. Okay, so 20 marks. Okay, later I'll show you what kind of why is there A and B, what's the difference. Okay, bahagian C. So here is 1 soalan only. Satu soalan Anda perlu jawab. You have to answer this. There is no choice. Okay, so here B you have a choice. Alright, and bahagian C wajib. Alright, also 20 marks. So total answers, total marks here will be 60, 20, 20. That means 100. Alright, so paper 1 just now you have 40, right? Remember, let's show back here. Paper 1 you have 40 marks. I wanted to show you this. Okay, 40 markah. Alright, 40 markah. So soalan kertas 2 jumlahnya ialah 100 markah, right? Dan masanya adalah 2 jam 30 minit. Alright, so you can see that the bulk of your marks comes from your paper 2. So paper 2 is very important. Ada banyak fakta yang anda perlu. Ini betul-betul boleh menguji lah pemahaman anda tentang fakta-fakta dan juga konsep-konsep dalam biologi. Okay, so please make sure that you do your paper 2 very well. Okay, because you can see the bulk of your marks comes from paper 2. Okay, let's look at what kind of questions will come under paper 2. Okay, wajaran konstruk. Apakah jenis soalan yang boleh ditanya di dalam kertas 2 ini? Okay, again you have something like same just now. Alright, you have mengingat. Okay, here the total will be 60. Alright, total 60. Let me write here first. So here you will have 60 marks. Sorry, here will be 100. Everything will be 100. Yeah. Okay, everything will be 100. Yeah, okay. So, but actually about 15 marks of it is from the lowest level, which is mengingat. Okay, just the fact only, right? You need to remember the fact and just give the answer. No need to explain. Explanation comes at a higher level. Explanation is like you mengaplikasi or memahami. So, mengingat is just like labeling. Labeling, what is P? Okay, cell wall. What is Q? Mitochondrion. All right, just labeling and naming it. Okay. Memahami, understanding, about 15% of that. Aplikasi, now these are more marks, 35% of your marks will be application. All right, making use of what you already know and applying it to solve the question or to solve the problem. All right, menganalisis, 20 marks. Menganalize, it give you something, a data, and then data ataupun table, jadual, Anda bandingkan fakta-fakta di dalam jadual tersebut. Okay, and lastly, the highest level of thinking, all right, or the highest level, we call it thinking skills, is actually menilai dan mencipta. Okay, menilai is to justify. For example, wajarkah perkara ini dilakukan. All right, justify, give reasons why this should be done or why that should not be done. So you have to give reasons, you support and give reasons. That is called menilai, judging. All right, wajarkan. Then mencipta is suggest ways. All right. Try to solve a problem. So this is a little bit open. So the question may not be, answers may not be fixed. So you are able to justify and you're also able to suggest ways to solve the problem. So this is higher order thinking skill, okay, for 50. Okay, nanti saya akan berikan contoh juga, tunjuk instrumen contoh nanti akan tahu, markahan analytical. Okay, cakupan construct ialah semua jugalah dalam topik-topik dalam tingkatan 4 dan tingkatan 5 akan diuji di sini. Aras kesukaran juga adalah 532, okay. 50% adalah rendah, 30% adalah sederhana dan 20% adalah tinggi. Alright, okay, so you can use calculator as well. Okay, I'm going to go a bit faster, right? Okay, now sekarang kita lihat kertas 3. Alright, so this is the interesting one. So this is something new for you. You normally do experiments in the lab, alright, just for practice and so on. Even your seniors and your Form 5 seniors, now they do not really need to do paper 3 as in practical. But this is really practical. You are actually handling the equipment yourself and you actually need to jot down data and answer questions after doing the experiment. Okay, so some schools have actually done this for exams, all right? Like my school, we have done it, all right? So other schools may not or may not have done it. Okay, so now here, this is something new for you in a sense that all 3 signs are going to be tested at the same time. Yes, now what do you mean by that? Okay, dalam masa yang diperuntukkan iaitu 2 jam 15 minit. Okay, now look here. Masa yang diambil, masa untuk kertas ini ialah 2 jam dan 15 minit. Dan dalam 2 jam 15 minit ada 3 item ataupun 3 eksperimen yang perlu anda lakukan. Okay, so if you are taking physics, chemistry and bio, there will be 1 question on physics, 1 question on kimia, 1 question on biology. Okay, so item 1, 2 dan 3. Understand? Alright, there are 3 all together in 1 examination paper. So in kertas 3 is going to test your biology, your physics and your kimia. It is called bersepadu. Jadi semua akan dirangkumkan sekaligus. Okay, merangkumi 3 bidang elective science ini. Alright, okay. So macam mana dijalankan ya? Jadi anda akan diberi 3 set peralatan dalam makmal, dalam meja itu dalam masa exam. You're given 3 sets. Alright. And within the given time, you're supposed to finish your experiment and finish answering the question within the time frame. Okay, now let's look at this. So what kind of instruments is amali? You have to do practical, right? And then you have to answer questions. 3 item, jawab mengikut subjek di daftar. Now, what do you mean by jawab mengikut subjek di daftar? Because there are some people who drop physics, right? There are some people who drop biology. So for those people who drop physics, you only do the biology question and the chemistry question. And for those who drop your biology, you only do your physics question and your chemistry question. All right, that means you do not, you're not allowed to finish. You're allowed to finish earlier. In fact, for those who are taking 2 items only, you only you are allowed to. In fact, you must finish. You finish your experiment after 45 plus 45 is 1 hour and 30 minutes. Okay, so 1 item is 45 minutes. Okay, let me write down here. So 1 paper is 45 minutes. So you have 45, another 45. So there are 3 papers. So with a total time of 2 hours and 15 minutes. Okay, that is if you're taking 3. But if you're only taking 2, then that means the total time here will be only 1 hour and 30 minutes. So you finish your exam, you have to come out from the lab earlier than the rest of the people who do not take who takes the extra paper. Okay, so now in that 45 minutes, you're not using entirely 45 minutes to answer the question. You're given 5 minutes to check your peralatan. Okay, in your 45 minutes, 5 minutes you're allowed to check your peralatan. Make sure that you have all the things that you're supposed to have. You have to check whether it is rosak or not, whether it's enough or not, all right? And then you have to sign, all right? To sign to verify, okay, alat yang diberikan adalah betul dan lengkap. Okay, you have to confirm, right? You have to verify. Okay, when I started experiment, everything was fine, right? Means tidak ada benda yang tertinggal, kamu tak ada peralatan yang sudah rosak, alright? That is the 5 minutes you check. Then 40 minutes is for you to answer. Jadi anda buat satu eksperimen lah, okay? Mengikut Mengikut arahan yang diberi. Okay, dalam 3 soalan itu sebenarnya ada 2 jenis. Okay, let me write it here. Dalam tiga soalan tersebut ada dua jenis macam mana ya. Okay, item 1, the first question. Alright, question 1 let's say. Alright, question 1. Question 1 is guided. Maksudnya procedure telah diberi. Okay, it could be bio, it could be physics, or it could be chemistry. So this is going to rotate. It doesn't mean question 1 is always biology. And then it doesn't mean question 2 is always physics. So the second one is also guided. They will give you the steps. Okay, do this. And then after that, there are questions. So you write down the answers. And the third one is you have to give your own procedure. It's not 100% guided. You have to write your procedure. You have to merancang and you have to write. So this you have planning. You have to planning and write your procedure. Okay. After that, there'll be questions. So this is the third one. Third one is less. It's not so guided. Okay, there are 3 questions. So it could be maybe 1 year, the soalan 3 is for biology. Okay, where you have to write the planning. Then another year, maybe it could be physics is the one that goes question 3. And another year, maybe it's chemistry that becomes question number 3. So ini akan pusing-pusing lah. Okay, terpulang kepada nasib lah. Okay, mungkin tahun ni physics yang akan jadi planning. Alright, yang anda jadi soalan 3. Ataupun next year akan physics menjadi biology akan menjadi soalan 3. Okay, so itulah soalan untuk kertas 3 lah. So sesi merancang 5 minit, masa menjawab adalah 40 minit. Okay, ada apa soalan setakat ini? Ada apa soalan? Okay, markah, bilangan markah. Bilangan markah adalah 15 markah setiap item. So you will have 15 marks for any question. So for biology, it will be 15 marks. For your physics, will be 15 marks. And your chemistry will be 15 marks. So this 15 will be added to your biology. Just now we had 100, right? For paper 2. And then you had your paper 1, 40. So 40 plus 100 and then plus 15, you get 155. Okay, and then 155, maybe we'll just put it, we will change it to 100 lah. Kita wajarkan jadi 100%. Okay, tapi di lembaga mungkin akan berubah lah. It's not fixed every year. Maybe they want to give your more weightage to your paper 2. Okay, teacher Yenny, hi. Okay, thanks for joining. Okay, so maybe, so for this is not disclosed to us, we do not know. Maybe lembaga wanted to have, maybe let's say this whole year, everybody did very badly, right? The whole nation. So we want to up the grade, right? Or the government wants to up the grade. So dia berikan wajaran yang lebih tinggi kepada soalan yang lebih mudah. Contohnya mungkin kertas 1. Okay, so this one we do not know, right? Nobody knows. It's only people at the Kementerian will know. So for our school level, what we do is we're going to add 40 plus 100 plus 15. You get 155, and then after that we're going to change it to 100. Okay, right. Now let's go on to the type of these are the again the same thing. Not in more detail. You will have questions again, RST, rendah, sederhana dan tinggi. So 50% is rendah, 30 is sederhana, and 2% or 20% is tinggi. Alright. So untuk markah semua jumlahnya ialah 15. So kalau 15 lebih kurang setengah adalah 7 hingga 8 markah adalah jenis yang rendah. Okay. Untuk sederhana 4 hingga 5 markah. Okay. Yang tinggi adalah 3 markah. So anda boleh menggunakan kalkulator saintifik untuk menjawab soalan 3. Okay, let's go to the contoh soalan. Alright. Okay, now we have this taxonomy. Right, last time we will call it as the Bloom's taxonomy. Okay, and then teachers all know this lah. Right. Now we do not use Bloom's taxonomy. We call the Anderson and Krathwohl taxonomy. So the lowest level, okay, is knowledge. We call it pengetahuan. Right. Last time we used this word. This is a noun word. So now we change to a verb form. Okay, mengingat, remembering. So this is very factual. You just remember the fact and that's it. You don't need to understand it also, right? You just need to just regurgitate the fact. So this is the lowest level of thinking, okay? Later higher, you get questions like understanding, all right? Then apply, then analyze, evaluate, and create. Okay, what are the questions? Let me give you the questions. Contoh-contoh sedikit lah. Okay, nah. So here ada 4 ya, construct untuk kertas 1. Tadi saya bagi tahu mengingat, memahami, mengaplikasi dan menganalisis. Okay, saya beri contoh soalan sekarang ya. So let's have a look. Now what is a contoh soalan for mengingat? Okay, let me pick this a little bit bigger. I couldn't share application, so I have to share the whole screen. All right, now this question. The following statements are symptoms of suffered by a patient, all right, obsessed with body weight, purposely vomit the food eaten, suffering from dehydration. What is the health problem suffered by the patient? So, all right, you know the answer. You need to know what is this penyakit or this syndrome. Okay, so you need to know that if the person is at the body weight and then doesn't want to eat or eat already but vomit the food, right? You need to know that it is bulimia nervosa. So ini ialah mengingat sahaja. Anda tak perlu faham apa-apa saja, apa-apa pun. Jadi anda perlu mengingat, okay, bulimia means vomiting. You eat it and then you vomit the food, right? So this is just low level thinking, right? Lowest one, mengingat. Jadi boleh ingat, boleh katakan lebih mudah dah soalan ni, okay? Can be considered quite easy lah. Okay, apakah soalan dalam item memahami? You need to understand what the thing does. Okay, for example, collagen is needed to form a type of tissue in human. What is the best reason for consuming collagen? So you need to know first of all what's the function? Yes, collagen is needed to form a type of tissue. You need to know the function of collagen before you can answer this question. So yes, like 2 levels, right? First of all, you need to know first. Then you need to understand the function of collagen. Only then you can answer this question. Alright, okay? Ini ialah memahami. Okay, so I want to go into the fact of answering it because we are running out of time. So I don't want to take too much of your time. Okay, next one, mengaplikasi. Applying is applying. It's called applying in English. You need to understand the thing. Alright, you need to remember, of course, remember. Then you need to understand. Then after that, you also need to apply it. Okay, for example, they give you a situation. Okay, father has this DNA fingerprinting done. So this is the profile, right, of the DNA from the father, and this is from the mother. So which of the following is a possible DNA fingerprint of their offspring or the child? So you have to compare, right? You know the father's like this, mother's like this, the wife is like this. So which is the possible? So it's applying what you already know. Okay, so this is a little bit higher. Ini contoh mengaplikasi. Okay, next one. Kementerian Kesihatan. This is menganalisis, a little bit higher, 4th level. Okay. Kementerian Ministry of Health has suggested Pinggan Sihat Malaysia menu that contains blah, 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 blah. All right. So here is given cereal. All right. These are the types of food, right, given. So which of the following individual is the most suitable to practice the diet as in table 1? So who is most suited to take this diet? Okay. Obese individual, cancer patient, heart patient, or individual with diabetes mellitus. So you need to analyze. You need to, first of all, understand, okay, the types of food or the function. And then you need to apply that and solve this question, or solve the problem here. So you can see that the questions get a little bit more difficult. All right, so that's why you have these 4 levels. And this will be tested in objective question, which is your kertas 1. Okay, let's go on to kertas 2. All right, kertas 2. Now, 6 construct. From here you have 6 can be tested. The 6 is from this one, this taxonomy Bloom. Here. This is the, not Bloom, sorry, Anderson, right? Anderson's revised taxonomy. So here it involves, paper 2 involves all the 6. For your paper 1, it only involves the first 4. Okay? So this paper 2 tests everything. Now, what are the things that you need to, what are the questions that can come out? You ask you to do what? To explain what? Okay, for example, one of these is explain. All right, explain the function, explain the concept. All right, let's see, example. Okay, bahagian A, A is response item berstruktur. So here, question 1 to 8. Remember, I told you question 1 has 1 and 2, how many marks? All right, until question number 8 and 9, 7 and 8 has got highest marks. Okay, bahagian A. Right, ada apa-apa soalan di sini setakat ini? Any questions here? Okay, nothing yet. All right, okay, let's look at this question 6. This is just involve remembering. Okay, diagram 6.1 shows a part of the human respiratory system. Okay, I was highlighting something here and then it just went off. Okay, so here name P and Q. All right, now this one. This you need to know only. You just need to know what is P, what is Q. So this is the lowest level. We call it mengingat. You need to remember what is P, okay, and what is Q. So P looks like your intercostal muscles and Q is the ribs. Okay, you don't need to know anything else. Just name it. Remembering. Okay, then you also have questions like this, which is understanding. All right, diagram here shows one stage in human breathing. So you can see the diaphragm is coming down. So you need to know what stage is this, the stage of breathing, where the diaphragm moves downwards. You need to understand, isn't it? You need to understand how the diaphragm works. When it goes up, actually, how is the volume of the thoracic cavity? When it comes down, what is the volume? So you need to know from there is either you can put inhalation or exhalation. So it's a little bit more difficult lah, in the sense that you understand how it works, how the mechanism works. Okay, you need to know that before you answer the question. Okay, next. Here, applying what you know, all right? Now, hernia, pada diaphragma, okay? Diaphragmatic hernia is a birth defect where there's a hole in the diaphragm, hole in the diaphragm, there. So you need to understand what is going to happen if you have a hole in the diaphragm, all right? How does this condition affect the breathing mechanism? So he's applying. You need to know how it works, what is the effect of diaphragm, the mechanism or the physiology. If you have a hole there, what cannot work? Why it doesn't work? Okay, why you cannot breathe? So it's applying what you know. Okay, application. So here is mengaplikasi. Alright. Okay, next. Manusia dan ikan hidup dalam persekitaran yang berbeza. Right, fish and human live in different environments. State two similarities. Okay, now you need to state two similarities, means you like comparing. You need to compare, right? Compare and contrast. So when you compare, you need to know two things. You need to know the characteristics of two things. And then you have to analyze the similarities and you write down the similarities. Okay, you need to analyze. So this is higher order, menganalisis, analyzing. So your questions like this. Okay, analyzing, comparing two similarities, comparing similarities and differences. What else? Explaining, right? Explaining answers, explain how it works, how it's going to affect. What else? You have stating only, state what kind of stage it is, and of course listing it, naming the parts. Okay, which is not difficult, right? The easiest is normally the first few questions are the easiest. Okay, all right, no questions, we just carry on, all right? Okay, let's go on. Now, what about section B? So we have finished with section A. We have 8 questions for section A. Okay, now section B. Section B, you have to answer one question. Remember, you have 2 questions. You are allowed to answer, or you are allowed to choose one. All right, whichever question you choose, it's still 20 marks. Okay, so you answer one. Now, what kind of questions come up here? What kind of questions can be asked? For example, this is a cell cycle of an organism. All right, a cell cycle. If you learned it before, this is your cell cycle. Now, explain process Y in plant cell. Okay, you have to explain. That means you need to know what it is first. Right, you need to know what it is before you explain. All right, so as you know, this is your G1, this is your S, G2, this is your mitotic phase. This will be the cytokinesis. So you need to know that it's cytokinesis. Then you have to explain the steps in a plant cell. Okay, where are we? Plant cell, explain. So here you need to understand before you explain. So it's understanding, memahami. And usually marks like this explaining will be more than 1 mark. Okay, you cannot explain just by 1 mark. So always answer by looking at the marks. The more the marks, the marks are more, you have to make sure you have more points to talk about. Okay, because they can only give you 1 mark for 1 point. So if you have 3 marks, you make sure you have 3 points to talk about. Okay, next. A farmer wants to produce a large number of banana plants in a short time for commercial purposes. Okay, so it's how you reproduce, all right, for commercial purposes in a short time. Short time, that means you need to have a fast method of reproduction. So describe the technique. Okay, so this will be like tissue culture, right? So this is applying what you know, applying the concept of reproduction. Okay, describing the technique. So mengaplikasi. Okay, next. Terangkan kelebihan teknik tersebut. Explain the advantage of the technique. So here questions like explain, all right? Describe. All this is a little bit higher in the sense that you have to write more than just talking about, just listing it. You have to explain. Applying what you already know. to answer the question, right? Explain the advantage of using tissue culture. Okay, here, next one, 2 types of cell division. So you need to know which is which. Okay, you have to compare. Now here, questions like comparing and contrasting. All right, so here it is analyzing. So when you're comparing contrast, you need to know 2 things first. You need to know the characteristics of both before you can answer. Okay, so analyzing, explaining the differences. So you explain the differences between the 2 types of cell division. Okay, so 10 marks. So you can see this is quite a lot of marks, right? So there are many things you can talk about. Explain the differences. Okay, so that is your bahagian B, all right? 20 marks. Comparing, analyzing, okay? Explaining, all this, applying, right? Applying and analyzing. Okay, now let's look at question C. Now, C here is a little bit more open. We call it response terbuka. Okay, response terbuka. Alright, siapa yang tumpang dengar tu ada cikgu ya? Okay, cikgu Hani. Okay, boleh. Yeah, alright. Okay, so here you have pokok kacang, alright, or leguminous plants. Here, this pokok kacang ditanam di antara pokok rubber trees, itu pokok getah. Alright, so it helps in the growth of rubber trees. So first of all, you need to know what is the function they do, what they perform, what is their role. Okay, why you need to plant your leguminous plants, tumbuhan ke kacang. Okay, first of all, question 1, bincangkan bagaimana tumbuhan ke kacang membantu pertumbuhan anak-anak pokok getah itu. So describe, okay, the keyword here is describe. Describing how the leguminous plants assist the growth of the young rubber trees. So it's applying what you know, okay? It's also evaluating, sorry, this is evaluating, okay? Evaluating is you need to know what they do. Discuss how they assist the growth of the young rubber trees. So evaluating, you can talk about the advantages and the disadvantages in general, right? When the question asks you to menilai kaedah ini. So when you talk about menilai, you can actually talk about advantages and disadvantages because you are actually giving out the facts, okay, menilai. But here, because of the word assisting the growth, so because if assisting the growth, it has to be something good, isn't it? So if it's assisting the growth, it has to be the advantages. So generally speaking, if evaluating, you can talk about advantages and disadvantages. Okay, so here you have to talk about, of course, the advantages because it's assisting the growth. Okay, next question, mengaplikasi. Alright. Peladang tersebut mendapati bilangan tikus semakin bertambah di ladang kepunyaannya. Cadangkan satu kaedah bagaimana peladang itu dapat mengawal populasi tikus tanpa menggunakan racun perosak. Okay, so you need to know the method. Alright, so the method is you need to understand and remember first. Remember, it is your biological control. Okay, that is remembering. After that, you need to explain. Alright, terangkan. Okay, explain. Where is it? Suggest a method, right? That means you have to tell how it works. First of all, you have to say the name, which is biological control, right? And how you can control, that means you have to explain how it works, how the biological control works. Okay, that's making use of the natural predator to control the population of the pest. Okay, so 7 marks application. Okay. Di kebanyakan negara, okay, I just don't need to go through all this. So here shows the carbon dioxide concentration in atmosphere, which is increasing since 1750. So this situation is the main cause of global warming. So okay, global warming is given to you, the concept. So you can see the carbon dioxide is rising. So explain how industrial activities lead to global warming. Okay, so this is understanding how carbon dioxide concentration causes global warming. So this understanding, you have to explain. Okay, and then next one, suggest ways. This is the higher order, creating. You're giving steps to overcome the problem. So you're supposed to give ways. Okay, suggest ways, ataupun we call it mencipta. Okay, creating. Suggest ways that should be taken to balance the concentration of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Okay, so this is the highest order, creating. That means giving steps something that is new. Okay, this is the 6th one, the highest order thinking skill. Okay, so these are the example of questions. All right. So here, right, I would like to show you, this is question, this is paper 2. Okay, we're done with paper 2. All right, any questions on paper 2? Is there any question on paper 2? Okay, I have to look at your comments. Okay, Xiao Shuan, hi, hello. Right, okay, so most of them I think from my students are, right? Okay, so from my school, yeah. So let's look at, if any more questions, any more questions for paper 1 and paper 2. You've seen the examples of paper 1 questions. You've also seen the examples of paper 2 questions. Okay, what are the questions that they can ask you? The keyword here is like, explaining, comparing, the kind of things, right? And it's, these are the questions which carry more marks. So you have to explain, write more things. Okay, now if there are no questions, I want to go on and show you a video. All right, this is a video, very useful. I think you should watch it. I hope the internet is quite okay, because if not, it'd be quite choppy, right? So it's not very smooth. But most importantly, you get to see. This is the perjalanan peperiksaan amali, all right? Dengan explanation. So have a look at it and you'll see how it flows, how it goes, all right? So I will share. Okay, this is the entire screen, I think. Okay, any questions? No questions? I just carry on. Okay. Alright, saya besarkan ini dulu. I hope you can see. Alright. I have to remove the mic, alright, the microphone, so that you can hear this. Alright. I think it's unmuted. I'll try again. Let me try again. So sorry. I think it got muted.
Sebelum kita mulakan peperiksaan amali sains ini, awak berada di sini di bilik pelapor diri ini, saya akan berikan beberapa taklimat supaya kita tidak calon-calon tidak melakukan kesilapan sewaktu melakukan amali sains nanti. Yang boleh memudaratkan keputusan peperiksaan awak. Baik. Untuk pengetahuan calon-calon semua, pada kali ini kita calon-calon akan menduduki peperiksaan amali sains, bersepadu amali sains ini bagi sidang 2 yang akan bermula pada pukul 10.30 pagi nanti. Untuk pengetahuan calon, dalam bilik melapor diri ini terbahagi kepada dua kumpulan, iaitu satu kumpulan yang akan menduduki peperiksaan amali untuk 2 item dan satu kumpulan lagi akan menduduki peperiksaan amali untuk 3 item. Jelas Baiklah. Baik, jika jelas, kita akan bergerak ke makmal peperiksaan sekarang. Bersedia? Minta pengawas. Makmal 1 dulu. Calon-calon di makmal 1 sila berdiri. Baiklah, sila letakkan pen anda. semak nombor kad pengenalan. Akhir giliran mata pelajaran nombor soalan telah ditulis dengan jelas pada ruangan yang telah ditetapkan.
All right, students. All right, you have seen how the perjalanan peperiksaan itu. Now, any questions so far? Okay, because do you notice that there was a teacher, or in fact, a few teachers were carrying out experiment at the same time? Okay, do you realize that? Okay, now why are they carrying out experiment at the same time? So, take note, when you're carrying out experiment, there will be teachers who are actually doing the same experiment using the same parameters and the solutions that you're using. Okay, and this is to make sure that results are actually they are going to mark the paper according to the results. So it's called control. Okay, so there's no point of saying, okay, we are getting a set of answers that we think is going to be like this, but we actually get the answer from your the same conditions as you are carrying out experiment. So we are going to use that to mark your answers. Okay, so they're using the same concentration, the same solution, the same items. So everything has got to be like quite duplicating what you're actually doing. Okay, so you can see the teachers carrying out at the same time. And then after that, you notice that you have to go into a quarantine room, especially if you're the first sidang. Okay, you're going to have a few sessions. And then the first sidang, after the exam, you have to go into the quarantine room, right? And you're not allowed to actually come out until the next batch or the third batch of students have gone into the exam hall, or rather the makmal. Okay, so before that, you're going to have a briefing. Okay, a briefing first, and after that, you're going to go in orderly into the exam hall, or not exam hall, the lab, to carry experiment within 2 hours and 50 minutes. After that, you go straight to the quarantine room, and another session, another group of students will enter. All right, okay. So, are there any questions? All right. Now, where are anything? Is there anything you would like to ask? All right. If not, I would like to maybe I ask you now. If you want to watch this video again, where are you going to watch this video? Okay. Okay, something is stuck here. Sorry. Wait, hang on. I'm trying to close the video. Now you can actually watch this video. It's being recorded. In fact, all right, it's being recorded. You go to my channel, or the same channel that you are at now, right? And you can actually type my name to get to the channel, and you can watch it again and again. All right. So it is actually it's always there. Okay. I think my mouse has stopped working. Wait, hang on. Oh, everything is stopped working. All right. So let me close this first. Okay, you're looking at what I'm looking at the same time. Okay, let me stop sharing first. Okay, so any questions? Is there any questions before I end the session? Okay, I just want to show you how my channel looks like. Now I have videos there. If you feel that you need help in an answer, or we call explaining, or you need some help to understand certain concepts, you can check out my channel. Okay, have a look at the videos. So it'll be helpful if you can subscribe to me, right? If you like what I share, then you have to subscribe to my channel. Okay. Otherwise, you can just click back the same link. You also get to the same video. Right? Wait, I can't see I'm something is stuck here. So sorry. I have to close this. All right, okay. Puan Leong, right? You mentioned, all right, okay. Will our marks, okay, TJ has a question. Will our marks be deducted if we answer both questions in paper 2, section B? Okay, paper 2, section B, you have to choose one. Okay, well, okay, there will be no such thing as called mark deduction. Okay, you will not be deducted. Okay, but what you do, I think depending on the examiner, all right, person who marks the paper. But usually, many will mark both and get the better marks lah. Right? If you want to say it like that lah, I think most of them will do that. But of course, I can't guarantee. All right, there will be examiners who will just want to mark only one because the instruction is very clear. You're supposed to answer one. So there could be examiners who actually will just mark the first one. So you have to be very careful. If you really want to answer two, can you make sure that you put the best one in the front, at the front? Okay, that will sort of like give you a better chance of getting it marked instead of putting it at the back. So it's better that if you want to answer two questions, all right, you put the better one in front, because I cannot guarantee that every examiner will do like, what teachers in school do. We try to help you. But the examiner there, some of them may be just, you are supposed to answer one, so I'm going to mark one only. Okay, I hope that's clear. Okay, do we need to clean up our table or not after doing experiment? Okay, no need. All right, you don't need to use the time unless, of course, in fact, no need lah. This is their job. All right, the pengemas, or we call the pembantu makmal. All right, we will reset the whole apparatus for the next batch. So you actually do not need to. Right, you can just leave when you finish your exam. Okay, any questions? Yeah, all right, any questions? Okay, Jia Yi, I hope it answers the questions. Big Shan also answered the question. Okay, any questions? Let me show you what, I'm not sharing, I have to share again. Okay, so sorry. Okay, let me share my, share, what am I sharing? Something's not working here. Okay, never mind, I'll just share back this thing here. All right, just show you the last part, all right? Show you the last part. Last part is, if you want to watch the video again, all right, you just go back to the channel where you are at now, and you click on it again. And if you want to look at other videos, you type on the search bar my name. Okay. All right, wait, something is not working. Okay, something is not working. But anyway, I hope you can still see me. All right, Lim Yutong. All right, you're welcome. You're welcome. Let me, I think something is stuck here. All right. All right, something not responding. Okay, are you still there? Yeah, I'm still looking at you. Okay, if not, then that's it then. I hope you have understood what I wanted to tell you. Okay, so it will help if you can subscribe to my channel if you like what I share. So please give me a like, and you can please share the video to your friends. Okay, let more people understand this concept. It's why this is very new. In fact, some states, some teachers have not actually had this taklimat. So I just want to get the information clear over to you all, because it's a long holiday, and then we'll be busy once the exam, once the school reopens. All right. Okay, so we'll say bye-bye then. All right. Okay, I'm stuck here actually. There's something wrong with my my channel. All right. Wait, let me restart. Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye, students.